What a game. What a game. Absolutely fantastic game. It really is. Like, if you're into bikes, you're into some micromanagement. If you really want to be like, if you really want a game where you have to manage your bike, like, I'll sum this up really quickly. Like I said earlier, if you've ever watched one of those Top Gear road challenges and or whatever, the adventure things where they get to the end and they've got a complete shed of a car, but they're talking about how they're connected to it, right? Like this bike here, because of the wear and because of everything going on it, that is my bike. That's my bike. It's no one else's bike, and in my head, I'm attached to that bike, and it's not like a sentimental thing, but it's more than pixels. I care. I actually care that I'm gonna fall off it. I'm bothered. When I spin up the rear tire, I'm bothered. That's going to cost me credits because I've got to buy a new bike, a new tire. When I fall off, I've got to buy new fairing for that soon. The exhaust, it's going to take a rubbing. The levers, the head, everything. And you're literally invested in it, and this is what I've been talking about. If you've been around my stream long enough, I've complained about perfectly fine games such as Assetto Corsa Competizione, right? And it was so hard for me to convey. I didn't care. I didn't care. Yes, the physics are good. Yes, the rain is good. Yes, the cars are modelled well. Yes, the tyre model's great. I don't care. I don't care about it. We've had hundreds of driving games. I've driven and ridden them all, and I don't care. Like, oh, brilliant. I can go out and ride a motorbike on Ride 4 around Silverstone, and I can hammer it round all day, and I can fall off it 100 times. It doesn't matter, and I don't care. I can go and get in a Bentley GT3 car and hammer around Silverstone on 10 sims now and have an amazing time, and I don't care. I care. All developers, all of them, not to replicate this, but all of them need to look at this. All of them need to look at this and go, okay, like, because it matters. Falling off matters. Crashing matters. Hammering it round and giving it all the beans and spinning up the rear tyre, but being able to control it wrecks my rear tyre, and it's going to cost me 700 credits that I don't have. I'm skint because I did what everyone would do without seeing this stream. I bought a new windscreen. I went and bought an Arrow exhaust. I went and did bits and bobs. I bought the carbon huggers on the front and rear. But I care now. Like this is what games should be. This has redefined what racing games should be. Fact. Yeah. For me, this is what matters. This is what matters. And I admit and hold my hands up, I was wrong, right? I still stand by the fact the demo was horrific. It was bad. I didn't even put out a video on it. It was that bad, I dismissed it, right? But I bought the game anyway because it's kind of my job. I bought the game and I thought I'll give it a morning. People won't want to see it, and that'll be that. My God, how wrong I was. How wrong I was. Like, the other day, there's only eight bikes on it. When I learnt there were only 8 bikes on it, I thought, 8 bikes. Who wants only 8 bikes? Who? Thank you, Jeremy. Who only wants 8 bikes? I've barely got enough money or time to deal with a 1 bike, let alone 8 bikes. Like, oh, mate, I could praise this game all day. I've been sat here streaming for 5.5 hours, and I can honestly say this is the first time I've done a stream this long, and I've not been bored by like 2.5 hours. I want to sit here all day. I want to play this. I constantly. Like, I can't even. I can't even describe. This game needs to be seen by more people. It is so good. Like, it is so good. And I realise I've just said all that with no one commenting, but it is so good. It really is, and it's going to become the mainstay morning stream. Like, I don't care that Facebook isn't pushing me in front of an audience with this game. I don't care. I don't care because this is an absolute pleasure, and this is what gaming should be. Fact.